Tony Award-winning actress. She's an incredible singer, and she even won the first ever Celebrity Big Brother. Now she's taking her talents on tour in her new stage show, Mama, I'm a Big Girl Now. Please welcome Marissa Jaret Winokur. I always see you in passing.
I know.
Things.
Listening to you in your first 10 minutes today about your hair, I was like, that is literally my life. I feel like I'm constantly the same thing with my wigs.
We always know you for your hair, yeah, Marissa.
I know.
It's so beautiful.
So is yours.
I know. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get a wig that looks just like that.
I like yours today. I'm like, it's made me happy.
Thank you, girl.
Hi.
I have to tell you, I've just been rooting for you since you won your Tony, and for Hairspray.
Thank you.
For Hairspray, and I was really rooting for you when you were on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
I love seeing you on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Like, so how did you, like, you've come so far. How are you feeling about your journey?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've been so lucky. I feel like my career is so eclectic, you know?
Yeah.
I'm the yes girl. If someone's like, do you want to do that? I'm like, sure, that sounds like a fun job, you know?
Absolutely.
I definitely don't take anything too seriously, so I've been having a good time. Dancing with the Stars was really fun. I was in season 6, so I was like in the beginning, and I always said like I was the first chubby girl to be on the show. Like that was like the first one to be like, I'm gonna represent like American women like on the show.
You did.
Thank you. Yeah.
I didn't like though when you were a Tony winner, and you should always be referred to as such because that's a hard thing to earn, and they didn't address you like that.
No, it was Marlee Matlin was also on my season, and she was an Oscar winner. Yeah. So they would be like, the Oscar winner, the plus-size dancer. And I'd be like, well, or Tony winner. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I remember when I'd written an op-ed piece about it, and you reached out to me and we're like, yeah, and like we're sharing it online. It was like in the very beginning of like Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. And I remember you sharing it, and it like changed my opinion of reaching out to people because when you reached out to me, I was like, that was like the first person to be like, oh my God, read this article, support this. And it always meant so much to me that you did that.
I think we have to do that as women.
Yeah.
Like we have to. And they better put respect on your name. You are a Tony Award winner. Put the respect on my name.
Thank you.
Now, I love it because Mama, I'm a Big Girl Now. It's such a fun show. You got to tell us what it's about.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. So these are my 2 original co-stars from Hairspray over 20 years ago, Laura Bell Bundy and Carrie Butler.
Yes.
And they both are Tony-nominated actresses. Carrie's been in 12 Broadway shows, but we all started the show out together 22 years ago, and we wrote, directed, starred, produced. We did it all, this show together, and it's pretty much our journey through Hairspray, but also motherhood. We've all had children, and our struggles. You know, Carrie adopted, and Laura did IVF, and I had a surrogate. So we really talk about how there's different ways to become moms. You know, so you think it's going to be just like cotton candy, and then you're like, oh wait, I'm going to make you cry a little bit. So yeah, it's been so much fun reconnecting with these women and and we are such good friends, but also showing other women that like you can support other women and be on stage with other women.
Absolutely. Girl. And I know you, oh geez, and I remember Hairspray, and it's like, I know that when you get together, it's just this chemistry, and it's love and laughter. Yeah. And like you say, the tears as well.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, because you guys got a lot of life underneath you.
Yeah, a lot. And also, like, there's something special about going through the business with people and knowing, like, you know, like, through the hardships, like, we were kind of making each other, you know, holding each other accountable for who we are now. And being a mom, I kind of put my son and my career I put my son first and my career a little bit on the back burner, which is okay, which I needed to do. But doing the shows kind of brought back my like childhood joy of like why I was an actress, you know.
And performing.
And performing on stage and live and you know, like hearing the audience, it's just different than anything. And,
you can't see doing anything else. It's like, even when you went, you had it, we're talking about this, but you had this amazing night at celebrating Hairspray's composer, Marc Shaiman. It was his birthday. And even then, you were performing at his birthday? Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't stop.
No.
Did he just have you singing?
Well, I mean, this is the you guys.
Is that Martin Short?
Yes!
What is he doing?
It's so crazy.
So what was Martin Short doing?
So Martin Short, so this is the craziest night of my life. I like got there and Marc was like, I want to play music. It was his 65th birthday. He's
Yes.
playing the piano and nobody's singing along. So literally he just starts playing Good Morning Baltimore, which is my song.
That's your
and
song.
I was like, oh my God, why do I always have to go first at these things? It's always me. And Martin Short like grabs me and he's like, you're singing now. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I just start singing like I'm like a trick pony. And you know, Billy Crystal and Bette Midler, they're all like standing there videotaping and singing. And I'm just like, this is, no matter how much I've done, Billy Crystal, Martin Short, Bette Midler, they're my, like, why I became who I am. And they're there, you know, cheering me on and like I'm starting the party. It's me starting the party.
So then after you sang, did they all start singing?
Then everybody sang.
Okay, you got the party started.
I get the party started. I make everyone brave. And Martin Short like was heckling me. He was like, sing louder. I'm like, how much louder can I sing? But yeah, and then everybody gets up and sings music that he's written or music that they love. And it was, it's so crazy.
You know, speaking of, you know, performing and winning a Tony, that's a big deal. So like a lot of people have their awards right as soon as you come through the door.
Yeah.
Where do you keep your Tony?
Well, it started when I first got it. It was back old school when we used to have the clapper. Do you remember the clap on, clap off thing? So you'd walk into my house and I would clap and the light would shine right on my Tony Award. And then years would go by and then I had a child and it went to a guest room and it kind of kept getting pushed away. And then I had a friend sleeping in my guest room and he's like, this Tony needs to make its way back out into the living room. What are you doing? So now my Tony is mixed up in with my son's tennis trophies. So every once in a while, someone will come and clean my house and they'll move the more important, more beautiful trophies of my son's in front of mine. So his tennis trophies are always...
Those are those like big gold,
gold,
you know,
and green.
Exactly,
Beautiful trophies. And my Tony's like always hidden in the back. And I'm always like, I'm gonna just push this back front a little bit forward a little bit. But like, yeah, I get trumped by my son's trophies now, but I'm trying to keep it in the living room.
Girl, I put mine in my bathroom. Now I don't have a Tony. I have my Emmy. So I put my Emmy in the bathroom. I put the toilet paper on the wings.
Well, the Emmy is that is an impressive.
But I always know
award.
when we're out of toilet paper because my son goes, he has the Emmy. He's like, we need more toilet paper, Mama, on the Emmy. So I love this that your son's trophies are in front of you. So Zev, he's a trophy-winning tennis player.
Yeah.
How tall he is.
He's so tall, and I'm wearing heels.
Oh my God.
I know. He's like 6'1".
Jeez Louise.
No.
So when you go watch him playing tennis, does he enjoy Mama being there?
No. He does not like me being there. Well, I didn't grow up playing tennis. Like, I don't understand tennis. I understand basketball. I understand baseball, soccer. We're like, oh, you guys stink. Like, you're yelling at kids. Well, that doesn't happen in tennis.
What's it like?
No, you have to be silent. They call it the gentleman's sport, which is so lame to me, but they literally, like, you have to be silent. So, like...
You can't scream?
You can't scream. You can't cheer. You can't do anything. And, like, a kid will call a ball out, and I'm like, that ball's not out! And I just start screaming, and then I get kicked out of the game. Like, I'm constantly getting yelled. I'm constantly getting thrown out. So now I have to just wear earbuds and I have an app that keeps score so I understand what's happening and I just have to like stay quiet, don't make eye contact, don't say anything. It's so hard.
Was he getting embarrassed because you were screaming?
Oh, he was mortified. He gets mortified because I should understand the rules.
Oh my God.
But I'm like, I played every other sport with you your entire life and I watch sports.
Because this like when your son is doing well, like I screamed when Jeffrey was playing basketball, I was like, that's my womb.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be able to scream, so ref, that wasn't a good call.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
No, they say, please ma'am, please leave. And I'm like, like I wanna like put up a big fight, but my husband's like just putting his head down and pretending he's not even with me. Like, it's so awful.
That is hysterical.
I know.
Like, I love how supportive you are of Zev.
Yeah.
So is Zev as supportive of your work as you are of his?
Well, I will say this show, Mama, I'm a Big Girl Now, was the first time he ever saw me on stage as an actress.
Really?
Yeah, like as a singer. It was the first time he ever saw me sing. But then like during last Halloween, they played Scary Movie at his school and I was like a star all of a sudden. I was like, oh my God, I totally got clout with the 16-year-old boys, like are obsessed with me now.
Because in Scary Movie, you were running from the monster.
Yeah.
And you went to climb inside the doghouse.
Yeah.
And they lifted the doghouse up so they could kill you.
The doggy door, and I was hanging from the doggy door, and it clearly couldn't hold me, but we went down, and
so his friends love you in that.
They are like, oh my God, your mom is a star. I'm like, there you have it. Finally.
Like, okay, so you are a Broadway baby, okay?
Yeah.
Are you itching to go back on Broadway in some form or fashion?
Well, after doing this show, doing the Mama and Big Girl Now, I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. What am I doing? I'm like, Big Brother's fun, Dance with the Stars is fun, but I'm like, oh no, I'm supposed to be Ethel Merman. How am I not doing this? So now I definitely am like, all right, maybe if someone asks, maybe if they ask me nicely.
Because there's something about being on that stage, on that Broadway stage with the light shining on you, and you have a strong voice, Marissa, so being able to belt out the tunes and...
It's so, like, it's just magic. It's what I was meant to do, and I think it's time for me to reclaim that.
Like, that's your calling. That's one of your purposes.
Yeah.
You gotta get back on stage.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to see folks when they get back on stage and they've been gone for a little bit, and now it's like a triumphant return. That's what we need to see.
That's totally how I feel. When I did the show in New York over the holidays, and it was the first time I came back to New York and did a show on the New York stage, and it was like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
Mama's back.
I love this because Mama is back.
Yeah.
And up next, I am putting Marissa to the test in a game called Broadway Box Off. Don't miss it.